Hey, y'all, look. I believe right here was the origins and the making of Gary the Goon Russell right here. This interview right here with Barbershop Conversation. I believe Barbershop Conversation put the battery in Gary back, and Gary been talking shit and bluffing the whole time. Shout out to H Money. Shout out to Bill Haney. Bill Haney called this nigga bluff and exposed this nigga. I believe that if Tank had a smart team or an active team, that's one thing about I like about Bill Haney. You could tell Bill Haney not only is a businessman, he also is connected to the streets too. Because Javante don't have that street connection in his team. I'm quite sure Javante Davis was to fight Gary Russell, he could knock him out easy. And I think Gary Russell actually know that. But Gary Russell also know Javante Davis as a person. And he also know his team. And he know they not gonna respond to him. That's why he uses Javante Davis' name, because he know he not getting that fight right now. He know he not getting that fight, so he just used that kid name. But I'm glad Devin Haney team is different. Devin Haney really exposed him. Cause Devin, I'm glad that Devin is around his weight class. Cause he know that they looking for a fight. They looking for a fight. And this be the right fight for this would be a Christmas gift that fall inside the lap of Bill Haney and Devin Haney. This is what they looking for. A person, a veteran with a name. And he is too fucking little for Devin Haney. I believe it'll take Devin Haney 3 rounds to start walking before his team tell him to start walking to Gary Russell. Probably 4 rounds. I believe if he struggled, Lomachenko manhandled Gary Russell. That's how he lost to Lomachenko. Lomachenko did not outbox Gary Russell. Lomachenko manhandled him. And Devin Haney is much bigger than Lomachenko. If Lomachenko was able to manhandle him in the ring, Gary wasn't outboxed in that fight. He was manhandled in that fight. Lomachenko walked forward and manhandled him. I believe Devin Haney would do the same thing, but the only difference is Devin Haney. I believe Devin Haney will pick up the pace real early. That's the only difference between Devin Haney and Lomachenko. I believe Devin Haney is way bigger, and he will start walking to this guy very early, cutting the ring down, making the ring very small, making it almost impossible for Gary Russell to get out of certain tracks without standing there and fighting. I believe that Devin Haney can stop him, and that's a lot of these guys will stop Gary Russell because they're extremely too big, off too big for him. They're too big for him. I'll just be joking around with Terrence Crawford just to get Terrence Crawford fan base going. Terrence Crawford knocks him out. I believe all these guys knocks out Gary Russell because Gary Russell need to be fighting at either 122, 126. He don't even need to be fighting at 135 at all. Don't there? I believe Javante Davis is just too strong for him. I believe Devin Haney was just too big for him. Lomachenko muscled him around. Lomachenko muscled this guy around. That's how I know this guy just bluffing. And shout out to H Money for making that video like that. Shout out to Bill Haney for putting it. This will be a early Christmas gift for Bill and Devin Haney. This is what they looking for. This is what they looking for. Why you think Devin responded so fast? And he priced himself out right immediately. He priced himself out. They don't got time to be, man. These are business. Devin Haney. These are businessmen. They do not have time to be playing with Gary Russell. This nigga only fight one time a year. They don't have time to. They don't have the time to be playing around with him because they know he's bullshitting. And I believe Barbershop put put the battery in his back right after he did the interview. He did that interview with Gilly on Instagram with Gilly the Kid. I believe that shit went viral. And I believe Barbershop Conversation contacted Gary Russell right after that. Say, yo, you on a roll. You need to keep this going on. Can I get an interview with you, man? That's what happened. Barbershop put the battery in his back. And Gary been on his super goon shit ever since. Now I'm not talking shit about Barbershop. I'm not saying, but I'm saying he the one that put the battery in this nigga back. And he been on his super goon shit ever since then.